Hello there! Do you ever go shopping for one thing or maybe two things in mind, but then the impulse mode kicks in? Well, that happened to me last week. Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. And yes, the impulse bug hit me big time. Usually when I go shopping, I have something in mind to purchase. For example, last Saturday, I went to the comic book store to pick up my comics that I had a pull list for, and I stopped by Five Below to pick up a shirt that I wanted to get. Then I made a mistake, and I started stopping at other stores. And even worse, I started buying stuff at other stores, including stuff I already own. Let this be my warning to you when you go shopping this holiday season. And of course, before I begin, I would just like to thank those of you who have subscribed to the channel. I do appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, why not hit that subscription button below and maybe that notifications bell so that you're notified when more videos come out. Now, like I said, when I went shopping Saturday, two stops I wanted to make. One was the comic books. And yes, I probably shouldn't say it, but most of the comic books I bought were Star Wars related. Found out they had a new Ewok series going. So I've got issues 1 and 2 of that. There's also the Battle of Jakku Insurgency Rising. So I have 1, 2, and 3, 4. 4 issues of that one. And there's 12 in that series. And then I also have the Battle of Jakku, Republic Under Siege. And there are 12 issues in this one, and I have the first 3. So I've got some serious reading to do as far as catching up on comic books. Oh, and did I pick up anything else? Yes. Remember the old movie Labyrinth? There was a couple comic books for that I thought might be fun to read. And of course, had to get a couple of the freebies so that I know what's coming out in the future, right? So that kind of takes care of my comic book list that I stopped there for. I expected that purchase. I also made sure I stopped by Five Below because I discovered online they had a shirt that I thought would be great to wear for these videos. And what shirt is that? It is a shirt with the original Star Wars poster on it from A New Hope when it came out in 1977. When I saw this online, I thought, I gotta have this shirt. So I went there. Yes, they had it. And in fact, I bought 2 of them. How much were they? Well, this is Five Below, you know. But no, they weren't $5. They were a little bit more. They were actually $5.55. So not bad. $5.50 for a t-shirt. That's pretty decent, I think. So looking forward to wearing these in one of the upcoming videos. Now the rest of the pile here, this was impulse. Had no intention of buying any of this stuff when I went to St. Cloud. For some reason, I just felt I had to spend the money on it. And a couple of the things I think were good buys because they were things that I did not have in my collection. But like I said earlier, there were a few things that I bought that I do already have in my collection. And why I bought them, I'm not sure. Like I said, the impulse bug bit me, and I just couldn't do anything about it. Well, I didn't feel like I could do anything about it. So let's do the first bag here, and this is Gamestop. The 2 things I bought at Gamestop, I actually did not have in my collection. And I thought they were pretty nice to have for the collection. The first is a vintage figure, and this happens to be the Jetpack Trooper. And when I saw this one, I thought, yeah, I don't think I have this one, so I'm going to take the chance and I'm going to pick it up. And when I got home, I checked it out. I do not have this one, so this will be going on the wall in the other room next to the other Jedi Survivor figures that I have. Looking at this figure, I think this is a really cool looking trooper. But I notice already the helmet seems to be a slightly different white, kind of an off-white compared to the body armor. But I do like the breathing wear that he's wearing. He's also got the backpack on his back, and he comes, of course, with a rifle. So a nice addition to the vintage collection I have. By the way, that was 16 bucks, which is pretty much normal for today's figures. And then I saw something I haven't seen in a store before. And that happens to be Star Wars The Phantom Menace Black Series 3-pack featuring Obi-Wan Kenobi, Darth Maul, and Qui-Gon Jinn. And I saw this and thought, yeah, I've got to have this for the collection. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion these might be a repack of figures. And if it is, so be it. But I just thought it would be kind of cool to have the 3-pack showing all 3 together. And yeah, if you had these figures, you could put together a pretty good scene of the duel at the end of The Phantom Menace. So this happened to be, well, it was regularly $69.99. Had a pro member price of $66.49, but then I had the $5 coupon, so I got it for $61.74. So I figured 20 bucks a figure, that's not too bad for a Black Series. That's what they used to cost way back when, instead of the $25 to $30 now. So figured that was a decent price. I'll pick that up. So these two, at least, were somewhat justified picking up. Yes, I did not plan on going to the store to get these, but I'm glad I added those to the collection. Now, the next store was Target. And Target, once again, this was a mixed one. I bought some stuff I already have, and I bought some new stuff. First of all, we'll start with the little Lego package, and that is the TIE Interceptor. It's only 48 pieces, kind of a cool looking ship when you think about it. Only cost $5, $4.99. I know I already picked up one of these, but this one, we're going to put that one on the counter back here because that one I want to put together. That's why I bought it. Bought an extra one so I could actually put one together and still have one bagged upstairs. And then I also saw this Lego set, which is Captain Rex Y-Wing Microfighter. And to tell the truth, when I first saw Microfighters years ago, I thought, this is kind of a stupid thing. But I've collected quite a few of them over the years. And yes, I wanted this one. And yeah, I already have this one. So I think this might be one too that we're going to put on the pile here to open up and put together at some point. The next thing, yeah, I broke down and bought one Funko Pop. I have cut back on them from what I used to buy. They got to really catch my attention now if I want to buy them. Well, this one caught my attention. And it's Kylo Ren Supreme Leader. And this happens to be a Target exclusive. And you'll notice he's kind of all dark in this one. It's almost like a metallic look on him, I guess you could say. Now, what does he look like outside the box? One nice thing with Funkos is you can take them out quick and take a look. And then put them back in the box when you're done. So let's take a quick look, and you know, this actually looks better than I thought it would. We've got him holding up his lightsaber, and the cloak is just flying behind him there. He's wearing the crushed helmet that he put back together. And overall, I like this figure. I'm kind of glad I got it. I can see a lot more detail now that I could not see in the box, considering this is such a dark figure. And in the box, it was just dark to see. But now that I've got him out, hey, I'm glad I got this one. Not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. Got to keep moving. Got other things to go through. The last thing I got at Target was a new Micro Squadron vehicle. And this happens to be Shinhati's Fiend Fighter, Starfighter class. I saw this one and I thought, I don't have this one. I have not seen this one in the store yet. I have seen it online, but I have not seen it in the store. So when I saw this in Target, I felt, yes, I've got to have this. And it wasn't on sale or anything. It was just regular price at $15.29, which is pretty much average for these things. But I picked it up because this is such a unique looking one. The painting scheme on it is really cool. I like it. It's not like so many other vehicles. And it's just a different shape of what we were used to seeing too. Of course, it does come with the little figure there. So, good one for the collection. In fact, I've got a whole bunch of Micro Galaxy Squadron vehicles that I've got to go through in an upcoming video. In fact, I've got enough to make 2 videos off of. So, you might see this one again when I do that one. So that's what I picked up at Target. I made a mistake of stopping at Ross. I have been hearing and reading online that Ross is becoming a closeout place for some Star Wars stuff. Not like Ollie's, but still, once in a while, you can find some things at Ross. I haven't found a whole lot of Ross. I've maybe found 2 or 3 things over the last few months at Ross. Well, this time I have found some more stuff. And this time, everything I found at Ross, I do already own. The only thing is the prices were pretty good. So I thought, what the heck, I'll put a second one together. The first one is the HK-87 Assassin Droid. And as you know, this is a retro figure, as you can see here. So they're usually about 10, 11 bucks a piece when you buy them online from Hasbro. But I notice on the back, or on the tag from Ross, it says comparable value, $16.99. They're putting a list price from a vintage collection figure on a retro figure. Somebody at Ross needs to do their homework. Of course, I did not pay $16.99 for it. I know better than that. But it was on sale for $6.99, so still on sale. Not too bad. I do notice, though, I'm kind of wondering if this was kind of falling apart at one time, because it does look like there is a big sticker on here. But it does look like it has all the pieces. It's got the pistol yet, so if it did fall apart, at least they didn't lose anything. I thought it might be fun just to have a second one of these. The other one I found was Emperor Palpatine Black Series Archive Collection. This one, I think, was around $20 when it was sold. At least that's what it says on here. But they were selling out on these for $5.99 a piece. $6. I stood there looking at this for a while and almost passed it up. But then I thought, you know what? $6, I got to get it. Yeah, I do have it already, but another one, what the heck. Now, the next one here, I kind of debated on waiting with to show you or not, because I've actually been collecting some of this stuff. And this is from the Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures. You know, that little show on Disney Plus for the younger crowd. Not really for my age, but for preschool, elementary, that type of thing. And this happens to be a 3-pack of various characters with their speeder bikes. As you can see, we have Liss, we have Kai, and we have Tabor. Ross here says it's normally about $28. They had it on sale for $13.99. So I thought, you know what? Even though I've got this already, I have some nephews that maybe I'm going to tear this apart and give each one a different one of these. I'll have to think about that, but it might be kind of fun watching them tear around with something Star Wars, because I don't think any of them have any Star Wars toys yet. So I could be the first one to give them one. So that's what I found at Ross. Like I said, I have it all, but for some reason, I bought it anyway. Now, the next 2 things I have here are Legos, okay? And the first one I bought is because I just wanted it. It wasn't really something I was thinking about at the time, but when I saw it and I saw the price, I thought, you know what, that isn't too bad for a set of Legos. And besides, look at all the minifigs you get. Heck, we've got 1 clone shock trooper, 3 clone troopers, 2 battle droids, and 3 super battle droids. And I only paid $23.95 for this. Heck, the minifigures themselves are pretty much worth the $23.95 when you think about it. But then you also get the spider droid to go along with it. So I thought, well, 24 bucks for a 215-piece set. I didn't think that was too bad. So I picked it up anyway. Now, remember I was talking about the stuff I picked up at Target? There was one more thing that I picked up at Target, and this was a big Lego set. And when I bought it, I didn't look that close at it. And before I started making the video, I was looking a little closer at it. And now I'm thinking, why in the world did I pick this thing up? Because this is not your usual Lego Star Wars set. But it is part of the 25-year anniversary sets for Lego. And it is the pack of droids that you could put together. Now, when I bought it, I did not turn the package around. I just look, oh, look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 droids I can put together. And I know it says customize your droid, and I didn't pay attention to how to customize your droid. I just thought, oh, you could take the head off of this one, put it on that one, that type of thing. I thought you could mix and match a little bit. Well, today I looked at the back of the box, and now you can see what they're talking about when they say customize. And okay, I have decided this is not for the serious Lego collector. But I could see young kids maybe having fun with it. And the reason I say that is because why would R2-D2 need a rubber ducky pool toy? Why does a droid need a mustache and a cowboy hat? Why does a droid need a top hat? Like I said, I did not pay attention very closely when I bought this one. I looked at the front, not paying attention to all this little stuff up here or these things back here. I just saw droids and I thought, hey, 4 droids for sale price, I'm going to pick it up. And yes, I did buy it for sale price. Okay, first of all, this is 1,188 pieces. So what was the regular price on it? $99.99, $100, which for Lego isn't too bad for Star Wars. It's less than 10 cents a piece. Target had it on sale the day I was there, and they had 20 bucks off of it. So I got it for $79.99. Yes, this was the biggest thing I bought during my impulse buys. And this is one I'm almost tempted just to open with and just to see what I can do. And we'll see down the road whether I actually do it or not. I do have my other sets here that I do want to open. So, there we go. A weird set of droids. Well, there we go. My impulse buys. Yes, I got the things I went for. But I also picked up a lot of things that weren't on the radar when I left home. What do you think of my impulse shopping? A little too much? Is this stuff you would have bought if you would have seen it? If so, let me know down in the comments below. And of course, if you've enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you would hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. Well, until next time, I'm going to stay away from the stores a little bit because I've spent too much before the holiday season here. Although I do have a couple other boxes over here of stuff I've ordered online, which, yeah, that's going to be in upcoming videos too. Well, until next time, may the Force be with you, and keep collecting!